Hi, wanted to give you an update on a couple things. Remember the little boy in Cleveland I told you about who was dropped in the moat where the cheetahs were? Well, turns out his mom was holding him and another kid over the fence where the cheetahs are, dangling them, and then she dropped her own son. And turns out a couple of people actually jumped in and 10 feet jumped down to get the child, and the cheetahs never did come anywhere near the little boy. That was just a miracle within itself. But the zoo is pressing charges against the mother. I'm not going to say she's stupid for dangling her child over the cougar moat in the zoo. I'll let you say it. Okay, and next thing, those of you who are interested in sales, you're in sales, you want to sell something, you have a product you want to introduce, you are in business, and it's real important if you follow actually Steve Jobs, his way of doing things. Actually, there's a book out, and it's called The Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. Excellent book. I was reading over some of the excerpts about it, and the rule of three is one of the most important and powerful concepts in writing. The human mind can actually only retain 3 or 4 chunks of information. So Steve Jobs was well aware of this principle, and he divided much of his presentation into 3 parts. Sometimes he even had fun with it. So, for example, on January 24th, 1984, Steve Jobs, when he introduced the Macintosh, he did a magician's flair for the big reveal. Everything you just saw, he said, was created by what's in that bag. And with that, Jobs walked into the center of a darkened stage that had a table and a canvas bag sitting on top of it. And he slowly pulled the Mac from the bag, and he inserted a floppy disk and walked away as the theme from Chariots of Fire began to play as images filled the screen. So the lesson there is a presentation doesn't always need slides to wow an audience. And then the genius of Steve Jobs, the iPhone. The rule of 3 is one of the most powerful. The second thing was what he did was on February 16th, 2007, Jobs told the audience to expect 3 new products: a new iPod, an iPhone, and an internet communication device. After repeating the 3 products several times, he made the big reveal. All 3 products were wrapped in one device, the iPhone. The lesson: introduce 3 benefits of features of a product and not 23. And then he's such a genius with the iTunes store. Every great drama has a hero and a villain. So Steve Jobs was a master of introducing both heroes and villains in that same presentation. On April 28th, 2003, Jobs convinced consumers to pay 99 cents for songs. Jobs began with a brief discussion of Napster and Casa, sites that offered a near instant gratification, and from the user's perspective, they offered free downloads. On the next slide, he listed the dark sides, which were unreliable downloads, unreliable quality, no previews, no album cover, it's stealing, you don't want to mess with karma. And the lesson: great presentations have an antagonistic, it's a problem, followed by a hero. And that was the solution. So the craziness of it all is that in 1997, Jobs returned to Apple after a 12-year absence, and Apple was almost close to bankruptcy. And near the end, he just showed that everything that you do it and show it. Don't tell about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Show it. So watch his presentations. The book is The Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. And when you watch them over again, I'm convinced he's the best role model for entrepreneurs and who will pitch the next generation of ideas that will change the world. And I know there are many of you out there who are going to do that. So follow that book and the principles of Steve Jobs. There's nobody else better.